Matt MacDonald from the Classic Crime joining me on TVUs Most Wanted. I'm really excited about the new album from the Classic Crime, man. Like everything you guys do, I feel like gets better and better. And now you've started this crowd-funded or fan-funded project. That's really, really cool stuff. I have a question for you though, and it's since all this stuff is kind of blown up with Kickstarter, that is, you have fans that are kind of supporting this new record. They're directly involved with what you guys do. Is it really hard to decide what to spend their money on? Because, I mean, you have a choice of producers or who mixes your album, right, and all that jazz. Is it hard to kind of make those decisions because you're using, like, fans' money?
I don't know. I think it's actually easier because with the label, there's all this pressure of performance. And so you sort of second-guess your gut instinct thinking, well, is that going to be, quote-unquote, commercially successful? So you would pick this producer or that mixer, or, you know, you'd even write songs a certain way to try to appeal to the masses. But the beautiful thing about a crowd-funded project is that you're only trying to appeal to the people who actually invest in it, which is sort of freeing in a sense. You have, I don't know, you sort of just go with your gut instinct, and you go, you know what, these people like the music we make, they trust in us, they have faith in us to make it, and you know, sort of a good faith action is them donating the money,
right?
You know, to begin with, or purchasing a package of something. That's a message of good faith, and so we sort of take that and go, you know, you sort of have a confidence with that. You know, we're gonna make the music that they want, and not worry about all these sort of outside commercial pressures.
Okay, that's cool, because I was actually thinking it may add more pressure creatively on you guys. Like, you know, kind of an idea of trading one boss for many bosses, because you have a bunch of fans who are paying for something maybe that they haven't heard yet, and if you make something they don't like, they're like, man, what'd I do with my money? But I guess you're right. If they're investing already, they're kind of into the Classic Crime, and when you guys make music, they're going to love it.
Yeah, I would say the ones that aren't going to invest are the ones that like one of our records and none of the other ones. And the ones that are going to invest are the ones that like all of our records.
Right.
Because we've shown a bit of a range of sounds with our albums, and I think the people that have followed us from one to the next they're maybe more likely to enjoy whatever we put out. Because they've sort of grown up with us a bit.
Yeah, that's very cool. Like I said, I'm excited about it, man. And you said that you're looking at ways to fund your new album, but you don't have that nailed down quite yet, right?
Yeah, we don't have a website yet, but we have a ton of ideas. We have a ton of videos that we've little video blogs and stuff we've made that we're going to launch around that whole aspect. We got a lot of media that we've been working on and some packages that we can throw together. So we don't know where it's going to go yet. We're going to figure that out in the next few weeks. But, it will be crowdfunded.
I don't want to overstep my bounds here, but I'm saying if you want to offer this really expensive package, you should offer you either giving someone a tattoo or at least going on a date with them.
I would give someone a tattoo. I would do that.
There you go. So someone could pay you like $1,000 for the new Classic Crime record, and then you would give them a tattoo.
Oh, no, I would do it for a lot cheaper than that. I'd do it for free. I'd do it for free, and then I'd film it, and then we put the film online for free. Okay. And then that would be all part of the package. That's
awesome. All right, more with Matt from the Classic Crime is coming up. It's TVU's Most Wanted. You're watching TVU's Most Wanted. I'm Jared, and Matt MacDonald from the Classic Crime graciously giving us his time for the show today. I'm excited about all this fan-funded new Classic Crime stuff going on, man. And you guys are actually in the studio right now. You said you're tracking drums. What's next? What instrument do you track next?
It goes drums, then bass, then guitar, then vocals, but we might do some keys and organs and stuff before that. Okay.
Now, I know that usually when I'm following bands in the studio, it usually takes a few days to track drums, and they're in the studio for like a month. Does that mean drums are the easiest things to track, or like what takes so long if you're in the studio for 3 or 4 weeks?
No, drums are pretty hard, but once you get them set up, you just have to really go through the song a few times. And it also depends on the drummer. If the
Right.
drummer's good, it goes quick. If the drummer is, if Skip goes pretty quick, but if the drummer is, rusty, then maybe it takes a little bit longer.
Okay, all right. So what's the timeline for you guys in the studio? What's all this I know you said you got a stuff just up in the air right now as far as funding the new album, but you're in the studio now. How long do you plan to be there? What's the timeline look like?
Well, we've been, my friend Brandon, this is his studio, Destiny Studios in Monroe, Washington. He sort of like donated his time to the project, and blocked off his calendar. And so it's sort of open-ended a little bit, which is nice because we have time to sit and really look at things and get a few different perspectives. And so we'll probably take about a month, maybe more. But the good news is he's not kicking us out on any date. So
Cool.
we'll be able to spend enough time as long as it takes to make it good.
So with you guys crowdfunding this album, does that mean we'll see the release quicker, or what? As far as the release goes, what does that look like?
Well, we'd want to give it the same treatment as any other Classic Crime release, because we know some people might not find out about it with Facebook or whatever we choose to promote ourselves with these days. So we want to do some of the traditional marketing and be able to fund it that way, and that takes some time pre-release. So it's all a matter of us getting with a publicist and putting together a plan for marketing. And chances are we won't need a huge chunk of time because people kind of know who we are, and
Right.
that helps. But we wanna actually have a plan and roll it out and
Right.
give it our best shot.
That's cool. That's very cool. Well, hey, dude, thanks so much again for giving us your time today. Appreciate talking to you. And the haircut looks good. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Matt from the Classic Crime, everybody. Stick around. More with TMWs coming up.